Look at this guy. The instruction was to get over to the far left, dude. Holy moly. I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a freaking car on fire up here. Boys, this one ought to be good. Well, first off, prayers to whoever and whatever is involved in this. I pray everyone made it out, but gosh dang, man, what happened? Whoa! Got an active fire, boys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Isn't that just so nice? By the way, if you checked out the vlog where I fixed that, oh look, I made a smear. Son of a... I did find the what do you call it? It's like the preservation sealant for when you restore these headlights, and it comes in the form of wipes. Check this out right here. Got them for like $6 on eBay, and they're just like little wipes, easy peasy. So those should be in soon, and we will seal up Evelyn's little situation there. Maybe that'll add some additional longevity. Speaking of longevity, check this out. We hit 70,000 miles. 70,035. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Oh look, we need gas. Dude, so I guess if anything, this Fizzer Friday is just kind of like a life update vlog. I don't know, man. Things have been kind of crazy lately. So we went to Moto America, which was absolutely awesome. We did it big, man. The family and I, we went for 2 days, so we were there for the entire event, and we totally took advantage of the free pit access to all the racers. Check out these pictures here. And especially this picture of my prize souvenir, so to speak, that I framed up and put in my office, man. It's pretty cool. So that's practically the entire starting grid, their autographs, a couple of the other classes as well. I actually sacrificed my favorite Moto America t-shirt to make that little keepsake. I was pretty excited about it, man. So there was that. So yeah, Moto America was pretty friggin' awesome. The kids enjoyed it. Props to Jake Gagne for already having claimed the championship going into that race. However, on day 2, Josh Herron took the checkered flag. Good for him, man. He was a pretty cool guy to meet in person too. That's the thing about Moto America, man. They're so appreciative of their fans. Like, all of those racers are pretty genuine guys, man. I got to meet Matt Schultz. It's so freaking cool. What a cool guy, man. Jake and as you saw in the picture, Jake and Cam Peterson, genuine guys. Even JD Beach is up there in it, man. And it's hilarious because my wife asked those guys for a picture, and what did they do? They immediately scooted their chairs back, and Cam kind of patted on his lap there, motioning for my little girl to go sit in his lap. So like it looked like a family portrait, you know. We thought that was so funny. Very cool experience. Now while I was there, like I said, you have full pit access.
beyond that, it's pretty crazy, man. Like, you have full access to the race trailer area, and it was kind of questionable whether or not I was supposed to be in some of the places I went and checked out, because you can literally, there's nothing stopping you from just walking in to the garages, right, the paddocks where all the race teams are at. It was kind of a surreal experience, pretty cool. But anyways, so Dunlop was there. They had a service tent set up where they were selling and mounting slicks for the race teams, and I perused on over there and decided to chit-chat with the service technicians, and I was like, hey man, when are y'all gonna make me a Q5S for my bike? You know, just kind of jacking with them. And there was actually a sales rep in there. They went and got her out of there. She come out there, and I asked her, I was like, hey, you know, I'm really been waiting on this Q5S front to become available. And she says that it was going to be available at in early October, which with an October 6th and 7th track day date for us at G2 Motorsports Park, early October is not going to work, guys. So, with that being said, I was fortunate enough to walk away with that kind of insider information because RevZilla told me. I spoke with RevZilla customer service on the phone, and according to them, dude, that tire should have already been available by now. So I got the update from the source, Dunlop themselves, and so I've decided to go with the Q5 on the front, and I've already got the Q5S. It's not mounted, it's sitting in my little shed at home, but I figure I'll kind of have the best of both worlds, so to speak. I'll have the super sticky front of the Q5, and I'll have the stickiness and longevity of the Q5S on the rear, because let's be honest, your front tire always wears out way slower than the rear. So maybe it'll create some sort of a hybrid balance for wearing purposes. Maybe that'll be an advantage on the track, having a little wee bit stickier compound there for the front. So that's the thing. That'll be exciting. I imagine that Q5 will be in the next week or so. But in other news, kind of more on the personal home front, so to speak, we've been having a hell of a time, man. So I always talk about False Neutral, you know, my oldest son. You guys recognize him from the various dual vlog stuff and the motorcycle camping trip vlogs and whatnot that we do together. But so I have 4 kids, and I've got 3 boys and a girl, and my youngest son, I guess about a solid 2 months ago, broke his left arm right above the elbow. Or like right at the elbow. Matter of fact, here's an x-ray image of that. So he had to get pins put in, right? And the entire healing process happened. The pins came out, the cast came off. Dude, I kid you not, they're jacking around outside a restaurant. We went out to eat for my wife's birthday, and the kids are jacking around outside after we ate, and sure enough, man, my youngest son steps off the curb in the parking lot, kind of spins around off balance, lands on that same elbow and breaks it again, but in a different spot. He breaks it right above the previously healed break. Dude, you're talking about 2 broken arms in the same spot within a 2-month span. Absolutely terrible experience. So he had pins put right back in. As you can imagine, for a 5-year-old boy, a totally traumatic experience, dude. Like, just your heart breaks for him. It's been rough. He had a little bit of an infection at the site where the pins went in the second time around. So he just got the pins taken out. He had to go back to the doctor this morning and get a new cast put on, which was a whole nother series of trauma, right? It's just, so when he got the cast put on the first time, he woke up, or actually the first 2 times, he woke up from anesthesia and the cast was already on, right? And so now this is the 3rd cast that has to go on, and you know, he doesn't understand what all it entailed. He didn't understand that it wasn't going to hurt him, because look, every time he's been poked and prodded here, he's been in immense pain. I could go on, but you guys get it. So there's been that. Just, my gosh. Other than all that, dude, like, my schedule's been so full. It's actually been tough to produce content. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I mentioned it, but today's Wednesday. Guys, it's been making more sense for me to shoot Fizzer Fridays on a Wednesday, so I have time to edit and get it to you. You know, I don't have high-speed internet, so for me to actually produce or have a video go live, a Fizzer Friday go live on Friday, I've got to shoot it ahead of time during the week when possible, so that it can be uploaded and ready to publish on a Friday morning. Otherwise, there's a risk that you get Fizzer Friday on a Saturday. And I know you guys don't care. Nobody really cares. It's just, it's a personal thing, right? It's an integrity thing. You know, I've been producing content on this channel for a long time. I've been doing Fizzer Friday for a long time, and I've always produced Fizzer Friday on time. It's just a thing, dude. It's a personal integrity thing, and it is what it is, you know. I also produce all the media content for my church. I'm in a men's group with church. Plus, my middle son, has joined flag football. So he has flag football practice today. And so I'm going to go home, change clothes, and we're going to go to flag football practice. You know, I guess it's all culminating to a, not a breaking point, but it's all coming to a head as life. Am I right? You know, we had our 4 kids practically back to back. Uh-oh. Are these people out of gas? What's happening here? No, there's a pump over there. So anyways, except for my oldest son, you know, the rest of them have all been like babies together, pretty much. So we're getting to the point where they're all getting older and getting involved in things, and it's just it's hell in a schedule, you know. So I guess really this vlog is kind of turned into a me updating you on all the haps, plus me bitching about life in general. But you know, geez guys, we're all on this earth for a short period of time. We might as well just live it up to the fullest as we can, you know. And I don't know, it's just everything is always such a dire straits kind of juggling of all the things here lately, and I'm just trying to deal with it all, man, and still bring content to you guys. But yeah, so welcome to all you new subscribers. We are on track, so it seems, to hit 3,000 by Christmas. So, you know, exciting, awesome. We hit 70,000 miles. I have to figure out when I'm gonna have the time to put together a 70,000 mile review, because you know me, guys, I gotta do it big. I'm gonna have to make a big production. There's gonna be drone flight involved. I have, as always, an image in my head of what I want that to look like, and I have to produce it that way. It's got to come out that way. It's just the way I roll. So I got to figure out when I'm going to do that, while still producing the weekly content for you guys and the weekly content for my church. Yeah. But hey, man, I mean, for all you guys that are in it for the Fizzer content, G2 Motorsports Park, October 6th or 7th, one of those days. It's a Saturday. It's coming. Hotels booked, track days paid for, guys. Still got to reserve the trailer, but that's nothing. You know, we'll get that taken care of. So yeah, high performance stuff coming down the pipes, guys. Got to pick up some VP Racing Octanium, get her octane up for that track day. So as always, man, I always ask you guys to bear with me. I will and am bringing you boys the content. It's fixing to get cold. You know, it's going to be cold before you know it, but here in Central Texas, we ride year-round. I've always ridden year-round. We'll always continue to bring you guys year-round content. So, there you have it. But that's basically all I got, guys. Well, that was unnecessary. But
I will go ahead and leave it all on that note. As always, this has been me, and that's been you. It's Half Click Up, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Goodbye.